So we're in the old warehouse district of London, way back when, hundreds and hundreds of years, boats offloaded their cargo along the river here. Even from the 7th century, there's talk of what a major site it was for boats. So this may look like private property, but it's actually part of the Thames Path towards St Saviour's Dock Bridge. It's a major landmark in this area, although it's under repair at the moment. So this was the biggest warehouse complex in Britain back in the day. And Butler's Wharf itself, which used to be a chocolate biscuit factory, was the biggest tea warehouse in the world. So here we are coming out the other side. See, I was allowed to go through, not trespassing. Okay, so obviously that's Canary Wharf that we were just looking at over there, the new financial district as I call it, because I used to work in the old financial district, particularly in HSBC, which moved from just along there, we'll see the old building in a sec, over to there where we're looking now, to Canary Wharf. I was an editorial manager. Had to make sure that all the copy, anything written that emanated from HSBC had to go through me to make sure it had the right headers, footers, fonts, style, banners, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you can see plentiful signs here of the old warehouse. All these sort of cranes and things. So it's both office buildings and residential here now. So this area fell idle in the 20th century and was really quite derelict. And actually during that time sort of became sort of a place for the artistic community. Video companies, this is obviously more recent history, artists, I think I saw mention of David Hockney or something, musicians, all sorts. Obviously then it all got regenerated, became very expensive, and the artistic community moved out. Over that side also you can see plenty of the old warehouses now refurbished, and boats would have been tied up all along the length of the Thames here, all the way up to London Bridge. This particular part of the Thames is known as London Pool, so the very tall masted ships could get through Tower Bridge once it was built, and they could go up as far as London Bridge. So now a lot of this area is upmarket restaurants, places like that. A fair few owned by Terence Conran, not this particular one, this is Brown's I don't think. Someone's enjoying it. I guess the view just isn't so thrilling if you're a little baby. So this is the Blueprint Cafe. This is actually a Conran restaurant. I've eaten there. I think I went there for my birthday. It's okay. You sit up there. Some of the tables have lovely views. Bit windy. So if you ever find it a little bit too much along sort of South Bank next to Tower Bridge, come along here. It's always quieter. Just looking at the prices at some of the restaurants, I think it's £12.95. Oh no, this one's advertising £9.95 for a 2-course lunch. One of the others was £12.95 or £16.95 if you wanted a 3-course lunch. Got quite a lot of sort of nautical, sort of sculpture artifacts along here. Seems to be doing some maintenance work on that one. And nice and quiet. Thanks, mate. So, there's a plaque to Derek Jarman, filmmaker, artist and gay rights activist, who did live around here and work. As I said, it was very much home to an artistic community when these buildings became derelict. Yeah, quite a lot of boats over here. I was along here earlier and there were a couple having their wedding photos taken. I might just put in a little bit of footage of that. Shame about the sun. Quick without anybody noticing. Lovely. So Terence Conran owns 3 of the restaurants along here, to my knowledge. One we just saw, the Blueprint Cafe. This is Le Pont de la Tour. As it happens, I've eaten in that one as well. It's okay. Looks like they're doing the plants. They got prices. Okay, starter £11.50, £9.50, dessert £6, main courses £27, £24. I'm seeing Cornish halibut, roasted monkfish, Brixham Dover sole, £40 for that. Wow. And this is a really cute little private dining area if you want it. I think you have little candles and a heater if it's cold.
Okay, cheers, bye.
So here we are at hardcore Butler's Wharf. Just going to pop up here to Shad Thames. A bit windy. So, sort of the heart of the warehouse district back in the day. Shad Thames as it's known. Did it take its name from the shad fish that could be plentifully found in the river here? Or was it because of St. John's Church? There's some debate as to where the name came from. Going to be heading along there in a minute, but we're going to go back to the river first. So if you see there, it says entrance to the Cardamom Building Apartments. So presumably that was a cardamom warehouse. We're going to head back down a sec. Past the Porter's Lodge, which seems really old-fashioned. So this is the Chop House, the Butler's Wharf Chop House, again owned by Terence Conran, I believe. Haven't been to this one, I have been to the one at St. Paul's, which is where they film one of my favourite TV shows, First Dates. I'm an old romantic, aren't I? Anyway, Butler's Wharf Chop House. Can't see a menu, so I can't check the prices here. Now, here we have a really kick-ass gold boat. Bellamy, am I seeing here? Bellamy hair. I've seen it so many times. I actually don't know anything about it, why there's a gold boat parked out here. I always think it looks very bling. And obviously we're getting very close to Tower Bridge now. And the inevitable city skyline rising up above the Tower of London. So, try not to disturb the joggers. We're heading back to Shad Thames briefly now. See there, you have a name there, Maggie Blake's Calls. She was the one who made sure that the public had access to the riverfront, so we could all enjoy it. Another view along Shad Thames. So back in the day, this was used for grazing horses. I'm talking, I think, 12th century or something. Before it became overrun with warehouses and international trade. So we're going to head this way. You can see Tower Bridge, the far end of it, just in front of us now. Nice little souvenir shop. Oh, I wouldn't mind a coffee. Of course, Borough Market's just over there. Maybe I could go there. Food. There's the sign. Shad Thames. I'm just going to show you something here. It's private property. I just want to show you the sign. So, Horselydown Old Stairs. Because this used to be called Horselydown. Because they grazed horses here. See a pub up there, Anchor Tap. You can tell it's lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. Right, so there's Tower Bridge, which big fans of my channel will know. I walked along not that long ago. Truth be told, I had to record that walk about 3 times because I had technical problems. There you go. So if you're planning on going up there, you'll probably take one of these staircases. So there it is, the bridge. Can't quite see the walkway from here. I'll go a little bit further along. There's a glass walkway at the top that I want to go along actually, especially if they let me film. And you can look down from on high if your brain isn't telling you, I'm going to die from there. So, Tower of London. William the Conqueror, the Normans, all that type of thing, as its historical start point. Originally a royal palace, and there certainly have traditionally been royal apartments in there, or visitor apartments overlooking the Thames. But there's also obviously prisoners. Up until the 1950s it was used as a prison. So mixed usage over the years, and obviously home to the crown jewels. There you go, you can see that glass walkway a bit better now. Really hope to go up there sometime. I think I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie, like that sort of stuff. View back down the Thames towards Canary Wharf. Kick-ass gold boat. Okay, now let's head west. Ta-da! There it is, the Shard. If I ever walk in this area anywhere, you can see the Shard. The City Hall, home to the London Assembly and London's Mayor. Currently Sadiq Khan. Famously, we've had Boris Johnson, currently our Prime Minister. Windy. People look at me quite strangely because I'm kind of covering up my Osmo Pocket, partly because my hand's getting stiff, but also because it's windy. I'm trying to cover the mic. You can get some really beautiful photos of the City Hall building, designed by Norman Foster, went up in 1992, I think. Like they're cleaning the windows. I'm taking a guess anyway. Should we have a look? Scary. Sorry, it's a bit noisy. Seem to have the Space Needly thing there, right in front of those office buildings in the Shard. I first moved to London 30 years ago, I think. None of this was here then. So this is the middle of October. It's reasonably quiet. My failed attempts to record Tower Bridge were on very hot days and it was very, very busy. And along there. So here we are at HMS Belfast. I think it was built in 1936. Launched by Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain's wife in 1938. Saw service understandably pretty fast after that, so very active in the Second World War. Then it was decided, quite a lot of years later, that it would be nice to have a museum ship that people could sort of find out what life's like on one of these. So HMS Belfast is a museum ship for that purpose. So it's gone a bit grey now. I actually came out filming thinking, oh, sunshine. No, gone. Autumnal London. Sarah is also known as the Queen's Walk, Thames Path. There you go, that's where you get your tickets if you decide you fancy a trip to the HMS Belfast. Been there. Yeah, kind of school party. Quite funny when you see people having photos of Tower Bridge, they often take photos of themselves as if they're holding it up or leaning into it and holding it up. Right, so we've got a little tour party here. Look like school kids. Let's get past.
Last one, we've got our own mayor, own police force,
Right, so as she just mentioned, the square mile of the City of London. Everyone knows, if you watch my channel regularly, I'm a bit of a sucker for a city skyline. So straight across the river on the north bank, do see my other walk if you wish to see that walk. That's the old Billingsgate Market. It's also, as I understand it, it's the old port where people have to sort of come and present their documents when they arrived at the city to offload cargo, to make sure it was all legal and correct. Now next to that building is that blue sort of shaped building, glass, almost Minecrafty these days building. I used to work there when it was the HSBC building before they moved down to Canary Wharf. I don't know if I'd mentioned I was an editorial manager. Okay, so here we are coming towards Hayes Galleria, little shopping area, and of course a pub. Here in England, you know. Pub is short for public house. It's the Horny Man. You may joke at your leisure. See people in there taking pictures. See if I can get the view through the window.
Okay.
So here we are at Hayes Galleria. I'm probably going to end the walk. I started my previous one here. Here we go. So if you wanted to complete the walk, as we did last time, just dash you through here a moment. There's Queen's Walk. People having lunch. What are their prices? So ribeye steak £18.50, mixed olives £4.10. 2 courses £17.50, 3 courses £20.50. That's in the afternoons during the week. For those who want to know food prices along the South Bank. So I'm going to head back to London Bridge Station in a moment. For those of you who would like to complete this walk, you could go to London Bridge Station, or you could go to London Bridge. If you go slightly to the left of London Bridge, you will see Borough Market and also Southwark Cathedral. You might want to say it's Southwark Cathedral, generally pronounced Southwark. Here's City Pier, London Bridge, as you can see, slightly overlapping with my city walk here. Hey there, well I do hope you enjoyed that walk from Butler's Wharf in the east along the South Bank past Tower Bridge and back here to London Bridge. I will see you next time. Bye bye.